Alright, so we are going to be looking at Kai Goku, the 8th Anniversary Part 2 LR versus Red Zone Fused ZAMASU. I think this guy is going to be a pretty solid addition to this team. We are going to be running him on the full power / GT Heroes team for the sake of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku lead. And you guys can see we basically have him at full level 10 links. I ended up pulling him during this celebration, but we are just missing out on 0.5 attack right here, and then we are also going to be losing out on 0.5 right there. So not the end of the world. So, you know, this is how we're going to be looking at it. I think this guy is going to be pretty impressive in here. I believe, you know, with his ability to counter supers, his surviving, finishing or a KO shot attack or mechanic and stuff like that, I think all in all, he's going to look pretty impressive. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. Ideally, what I would want to do is perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to set him up with LR Ultimate Gohan because they do share 5 out of 7 links, if I'm not mistaken, so that'll be a pretty good rotation for both of them. The one thing that I am kind of worried about right here is, what is it? World Tournament Goku, especially if he is not guarding. So what we're going to do, because the AoE is in slot 1 and the defense is not phenomenal in this situation, let's go ahead and use that Whis turn 1. I hate to do that so early, but I feel like it is our best chance of getting out of this turn and being able to see how he looks. So with Kai Goku on the next turn, what we have to do is take it with a grain of salt, whatever the attack is going to look, or whatever the defense is going to look like, because of you know, the amount of, what's the word? I'll get it. Why can't I talk today? Today, it's early, all right? I basically just got up, but with his guard and stuff like that, we'll be able to tell pretty quickly if he would have actually taken damage or not. But again, with that 40% damage reduction coming in from the Whis, we do have to take whatever we see with a grain of salt. But all in all, I think it should still be a pretty accurate representation of what he would look like. Go ahead and give us this super right there. You know, that Goku is fine at this point. So what we'll do is we'll try and stack up Gohan a little bit right here and then float him off on the next turn when we have the GT Duo. And what we are hoping for is that the GT Duo does not get what's it called, hit with an AoE beforehand, because that'll be pretty ugly, especially 55%. So that 0 damage is always cool to see. Shout out to this event. But, you know, World Tournament Goku's going to go ahead and take his hits here, and then we should be fine to go. But with Kai Goku, so I think one of the most important things about Kai Goku is the fact that he has the ability to survive a finishing mechanic or a finishing blow, right? So let's say the last hit in the physical phase is a super, right? We don't have his guard, it does 1 million damage. If it is the last attack we take, we're alive at the next turn, right? So that is kind of the idea. We want to try and see that. So let's go ahead and see. The AoE is in slot 3, so that works out pretty well. What we could do, let me just make sure everything is set here. So 478 and then 478. So yes, we are sharing 5 out of 7 links. So the only thing we're missing is Z Fighter, and then what? I don't know exactly what link that is off the top of my head. My apologies. But what we want to do, he's at 332k defense. So a super would hurt pretty bad. But with the Whis active, we should be fine. Since this is his showcase, let's go ahead and do this. We'll throw Beast in slot 1. We'll get these for Kai Goku. And then with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we'll do that. So again, not the best setup right here, but it should work out fine. And then potentially Ultimate Gohan could nullify a super, and that would help out a decent bit as well. So next turn, we'll be able to see a little bit more accurate of a representation for how he'll be defensively, because there will not be a Whis active on the turn, right? So 5.6 million, not bad at all. But you have to remember, for his attack buffs, we want him to get hit, I believe it's 12 times, which is, that's a lot, right? Getting hit 12 times is definitely not easy. And then additional 3.7 right there. Very nice, very nice. And let me go ahead and have something up on the side, just so we have a general idea. So here we go, yeah. So in theory, we can counter this super, right? There we go. That's what, if you guys saw at the beginning of the video, we had 19 dodge on him. That's why we have 19 dodge on him right there. So pardon the clicking, but I'm pulling up Kai Goku as we speak right now, and then we'll be able to kind of get like I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page, right? So with Kai Goku, we have, let's see. So on his 18 key, he's raising his, so he's raising his defense by 30% on both. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we get the heal. And so something else to note is that we also get the heal with Super Saiyan, or with Kai Goku, right? Because if we go into a turn under 40% HP, we get to heal up basically 60%, right? So 5-9 Goku, haha, funny. 316k. Let's risk it for the biscuit right here. I don't love Gohan on the end there, but I think it should be okay. It just depends on where the super's at, but this could potentially be bad, right? Because with this AoE, it's going to probably do about 100k to the GT Duo, if I had to guess. And then that additional for Super Saiyan 4 Goku helps, I guess, but it's not really like a make or break or anything like that. But here we go. Let us see. Boom. 4 mil, decent damage. Okay, perfect. So now, World Tournament, or 20, Super Saiyan 4 Goku will be fine here. There's a lot of Gokus on this team, all right? This could do, yeah, double digits. There we go. Very nice, very nice. I was informed, I could have sworn I saw people talking about on Twitter that he wouldn't cook in here. It's because he's type disadvantage in the second phase, but I mean, that's pretty good tanking. Double digits from that super. It's not like that super hits for literally nothing. Like, that's a pretty hard-hitting super. And it's not like we can lower his attack either, you know what I mean? So, here we go. Let the GT Duo super 4 times, please. Okay, that's 3, so their damage reduction is building up quick, and that'll help us with that AoE on the end, and then as long as ZAMASU does not raise his attack, which I don't believe he has, Gohan will be just fine with those normals, right? Especially after like a double or a triple super. We should get at least 2 in, and then otherwise we should be good to go. So here we go, boom, decent damage there, there's 2, then the only thing that's really going to be able to do damage to us is that AoE to the GT Duo, which still shouldn't even be that much, because we did build up our defense, or damage reduction a decent bit. So 3 supers right there from Gohan, so he'll be good to go. Not really worried about him anymore. So let's see, so boom, nice crit as well, so we get a little bit of extra damage in. Nice, double digits on the normals, perfect. And also, look at how much HP we have on this team. Almost 750k. So double digits, and this could be 100k probably. No, double digits, okay, nice. That's that damage reduction from all those supers kicking in. So now, let us see how this is going to work, right? So Ultimate Gohan is actually very good for slot 1 in this situation. So 432k defense, but I think what I want to do is this, because Kai Goku needs to build up, right? He needs to take a lot of hits to be fully built up. So I think this is the smart way to go about it. He needs to start getting hit more, and we also, of course not, but we also have a potential to counter the super, right? So this AoE, 40k, not that bad with guard, and then that's doing double digits as well. So World Tournament Goku, you can see, is also built up. So now we got another defensive build-up, which is honestly more important than the attack build-up. So that will help as well with this guy. And if he wants the super, we do have the chance to counter it, so that will help as well. Okay, we did not counter it there, but this will be a good test, right? No item active. Yeah, I guess we're just not going to be able to see the tanking, because he just keeps dodging it, right? There we go. That's the same thing as a counter with no damage, right? Just we took no damage from it, so... this is a very good showing. So even if we don't end up winning this run, I'm probably going to leave this in the video, because it is showing, like, I'm getting exactly what I want out of this, right? Kai Goku is more than serviceable in an event like this, because you guys can see right here, like, everything is kind of going our way, but we're also, okay, so let's see. Can we go double Ubre here? No, we cannot. So we need the defensive support coming in big time right here. So I think the play is we do this, and then we get the support going, right? And then we do something like this. So we get the additional damage reduction, and then he's up to 313k. A super could be a little bit problematic, but we need to make sure that we get 3 typing orbs for Oob. We do, and now the GT Duo and slot 3 would probably be the safest way to go about this. I'm not a huge fan of how this rotation played out, but it was just unfortunately the only way that we could do it. 250k right there. Again, when you have as much HP as you do on this team, I think that was the best way to go about it. So now if the GT Duo wants to super 3 to 4 times, that'll help us out as well. And we managed to weather the storm, right? So that's perfect. Oob will be fine right here. And now the GT Duo, I don't know if they're on the level of 500k on a super right here with the damage reduction and the type advantage, but it could potentially be close, right? But now, one big issue that we've run into at this point, and we're probably going to have to use a Whis on the next turn based on the way that things have played out here, is we are losing our guard with Ultimate Gohan, so Ultimate Gohan could potentially become problematic, right? So if we do have to use a Whis, we'll see. But again, this video is, it's only been going for about 8 minutes, so I think, a second run wouldn't really be justified, because not that it would be justified, but I don't really think we need to do another one, because so far I've seen what I wanted to see, but it also depends on if we get this turn in or not. So we need to not take 400k right here. 156k. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, so right here, let's do this, right? So his defense is up to 1 million. And if he's guarding, so again, if he is guarding right here, then the item would mean nothing, right? I'm gonna do this because we're not gonna live if we don't. But just know. So what we can do, let's go ahead and do this, right? So boom, let's get these active skills going. Just because we're gonna use both of them in this video. So let's make sure we have this on. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and watch these, and what do you got for me, Goku? Alrighty, so now that we have that all out of the way, again, so his defense is up to 1 million, which is obviously very good. 1 million defense in this day and age absolutely can work. And then we have this, so we'll get a decent heal up with you right there, and then, you know, we're 450k right there, and then Gohan is at 600k. With an item active here, we'll be just fine. But now, one of the big problems that we have now is that the GT Duo, so 6.1 there, not bad, and then all attacks become a critical hit for 1 turn after we do that active skill, so this is going to crit, right? So again, crit isn't like the most important thing in the world, but with Gohan, we also did get an attack break right there, and then we dodged again. So you guys can see that, like, he's consistently dodging. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it hasn't been, like, we have 19 dodge on him, and it's been fairly consistent. Like, he's taken a couple hits, but he's also dodged just about everything. Like, he's done everything we've asked him to do in this run. So, again, I think some unfortunate circumstances and having a double type disadvantage, or type disadvantage on this next turn could be very problematic. But we will have full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku ready to go with the item active and stuff like that. So we will have to wait and see. But again, all in all, very impressive stuff, I'd say, from World Tournament, or from, not World Tournament, but Kai Goku. More than serviceable in an event like this. And we are kind of like working through Zamasu's HP right now. So who knows, maybe we will get the W1 this run, because we will potentially be able to see the revival on the next, like the revival on the standby. You know what I mean? The GT Duo standby is coming. So have you been hit 6 times yet? No, you have not. So 1 hit with an item active. I think I'm comfortable doing this. Okay, so we are not going to be doing his standby because there's just really no reason to. We might as well just take the damage while we have it, and we also have 400k defense with 40% damage reduction going. So I really don't see any overarching purpose to doing that, right? So next turn, I don't think we're gonna win on this turn. So 21 million right there, very nice from full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Always nice when we can let this guy cook. But again, it's obviously not his showcase, but this should do a decent amount of damage, right? Yeah, so 12 million right there. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, so this, but this is with an item active, huh? Yeah, it is. So this isn't going to be like the perfect showing, but there you go, 11 damage right there. Actually, yeah, so even with an item active like this, yeah, I mean, you guys, this guy's just dumb, right? But on the next turn, what we can do is we can do the GT Duo standby, I believe, because we'll be on turn 8 at that point. And what we'll be able to do after that is also get like a very nice attack stat in for Kai Goku. So hopefully there's a lot of hits in slot 1, so we can see how his defense will look, how he'll do tanking that. Yeah, so he raised his attack, so that also doesn't help. But yeah, look at this dodge. Look at that! Whoa! What is your dodge? His dodge, I'm pretty sure, is like 19 or 18 or something like that as well. So 800k defense right there. He does lose a little bit, and that is because of losing the support standby or the standby support from from the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So let's go ahead and skip this one because I don't see a need for a third one. And then we will get like a nice attack stat in, and then we can call it a video there. So we got the key that we need, and I'm trying to kind of set this up so Ultimate Gohan can get a 24 in case we don't kill, which we probably won't on that turn anyway. So here we go. How is this going to look? And even if we do lose, that's why we have the GT Duo standby. So again, he dodged, and now we're up to 6.5, and we did not get the full attack buff from getting hit 9 times. But again, just know that that attack stat probably would have went up to like 13, 14 million. It would have been very impressive, right? So now Ultimate Gohan is up to 18.2. And Zamasu's day is probably done. So Kai Goku, as you guys can see, more than serviceable for the Red Zone Zamasu stage. Didn't have to do too much working around. There was never a point where he was really in danger, where we had to use an item to bail out Kai Goku. It was more of everybody else in some unfortunate circumstances. So let me know what you guys think of this unit down below. Let me know what you thought of the run, and subscribe if you are new. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.